Atlanta bound.
7.1, The Vault.
Headed to Vintage Computer Festival Southeast. A little Pink Floyd on the radio. First stop is going to be Shorter, Alabama, to get a little bit of fuel and meet up with John. Foggy morning, very wet season this year. Humidity is off the charts. This is the wettest summer that I remember in a long time. It's 5:51 Central Standard Time in Shorter, Alabama, and look who I ran across. John himself, grabbing some sustenance for the road and then Atlanta bound. Let's see, should we get McDonald's or Subway or just something quick here? I don't know. Better hurry up, figure it out, and get on the road, though. Can I have a hot dog for breakfast? You know what? I can have a hot dog for breakfast because I'm a 44-year-old grown man. If you have not been to a Buc-ee's, you are missing out. This one is fairly new to the area in Auburn, Alabama. There's the Buc-ee's exit sign. Buc-ee's is not a service station, gas station, whatever. Buc-ee's itself is a destination. And there it is. Buc-ee's is so cool. They've got everything. Well, in Fulton County now. Almost to the Atlanta bypass. Won't be long now. This camera's not focusing where I want it to focus. It's really cool when you see the airplanes come and fly over your car. Of course, I'm not going to be able to film and drive while I'm doing all this, but there will...
Right onto I-285 towards Atlanta bypass now.
Wait, there's a plane, but it's not going straight over the car. It's still so cool.
In 3/10 of a mile, keep left onto I-285 north towards Birmingham.
Okay, let the record show that there is nothing that says no parking. I see a future resident parking sign over on that side, but I see nothing about no parking here. And here we are. Let's go in and check out. Well, we're an hour early, so John parked somewhere down there. So anyway, let's go in and see what everything's all about. Trying to do a little cleaning up on my 2014 MacBook Pro while I'm at it. Having some issues with it while we're still waiting. More and more people are showing up though.
So we're going to have one of those in your room.
This is Sean from Action Retro. If you haven't checked out his channel, you must. And this is one of my favorite computers, the cursed Macintosh.
Even though it's a Mac, it's an Apple product, which is inferior to Commodore products, I'm told.
I've been following this computer since he first got it so many years ago.
I could emulate a Mac on a telephone.
I'm emulating a Game Boy on here. That's at least twice as powerful as Commodore.
I'm sorry, I cut in on your video.
No, you're fine.
It's so
As I
live.
mentioned, I'm from Commodore. I did the 128 back in the 70s, 80s. Night show?
This is the one and only Bil Herd,
Oh, that.
inventor of the Commodore
that was
128.
Because you're on with the eyeglass or one light or something.
I'm around people that are a lot smarter than I am right now, I can tell you that much. So this machine started life as an SE30, I believe. And now it's got multiple processors in there. He can switch from a 68030 to a 68040 on the fly. He's running a Next keyboard. Sorry, I've just followed this computer for a long time. So cool. Now, although my first computer was a Timex Sinclair, I cut my teeth for real my 5th birthday when I got a Color Computer 2. This is obviously a heavily upgraded Color Computer 3 with a bunch of expansion peripherals. The Dragon, of course, was a Coco clone. Oh, wow. An XT286. I've never seen one of these in real life either. These keyboards look familiar, though. I use keyboards that look like that every single day at work. My refresh rate is not matching well with the monitor. There's a Coco too.
Office transfer eliminates more than half of the most complex and time-consuming manufacturing steps, potentially cutting.
Turn the crank to make one ring, does that work? Gotcha. Oh, you mean it's actually live on the...
Yeah, you can call anybody you want.
Well, my wife's asleep, so I can't call her. Dinah, if you want to sleep, I can call you. I'm going to do it anyway. You know what year the switchboard is from?
But I'll turn this and then I'll have you guys have a private conversation and I'd like to turn that on.
Probably not going to be. Hey, sweetheart. Sorry to wake you up, but I'm recording this and I'm talking to you on the telephone switchboard from possibly so, sorry to wake you up. You can yell at me later when we get home. Alright, go let me sleep. I love you. Bye.
Yeah, so it actually does show up as the base motel when you call somebody. So it does kind of freak some people out. But see your lights back on, so I love it.
So it all works on the... It's so cool when you blend the old and the new, and it still works. That's what all this is about, and that's what makes it so cool and so much fun. Now here is something that is on my wish list that I doubt I'll ever have, but you never know. This is an Apple Lisa.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. It runs at 12 miles an hour when it prints. So if that number what you want to print, the battery is actually down here by spacebar.
You know, I used to have a bunch of these keyboards when I was in the 5th grade. My across the street neighbor worked for IBM, and I had a bunch of old terminals in these keyboards. All gone now. All gone. Boy, what I wouldn't give to have all this stuff now. Another place you should check out is Vintage Geek. He has is it Knoxville?
Yeah.
Knoxville, Tennessee. He has a really cool computer museum there. And I have been wanting to make the trip to Knoxville myself to see it. And one of these days, sooner than later, it's going to happen. But go check out his website and his channel. He has some really, really, really cool stuff. Thank you.
Thank you.
Keep these away from the angry video game nerd. He will destroy.
You got any questions about any of this stuff?
I'm just looking and reminiscing right now.
Okay.
I miss when computers still came in full towers.
Oh yeah, I've got several at home. Even a somewhat newer one that has an Athlon 3000 in it, mobile Athlon, and an ATX case. But yeah, it's hard finding good cases these days.
It is.
I mean, these are, and this is actually made out of steel. I can sit on it, not bend anything.
I love the tape drives. Uh-oh, the T1000.
Yeah,
Microsoft Bob running on Windows 10, 32-bit?
Yeah, the 64-bit. This is actually Microsoft Bob is a 16-bit Windows 3.1 application.
Right.
But the 32-bit version of Windows 10 still supports running Windows 3.1 stuff and even DOS stuff. It even comes with the glorious Edlin.
Edlin.
Yeah.
I forgot all about Edlin. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Hey. So this was LGR's? Or did he just autograph it for somebody? I guess he just autographed it for somebody. I don't remember if he ever had one of these or not.
I would love to have one.
You know, he was talking about coming this year, but after the hurricane, I guess he just couldn't make it. See, now that's a computer. Full tower with all sorts of drives and expansion bays.
Is that just like
See, that's the way a computer's supposed to look like. This is more from that the telephone switchboard exhibit, Base Motel. Boy, we lived off of AOL Instant Messenger in the mid to late 90s through the really until Facebook Messenger destroyed everything. But you can still use AOL Instant Messenger, not through its original servers, but you can still use AOL Instant Messenger with a little tweaking and changing of servers. There's at least a client for the PC. I don't know if there's one for Mac OS or not.
It's not empty, so it's like mid-2000s I-Series. Yeah.
You've got a digital though. There running.
Yeah, it actually wasn't running well. It was
I believe those are very old hard drives that are physically large but don't hold very much data.
That's 120 megabytes.
Okay, 120 megabytes?
120 megabytes.
So is it 60 a piece?
60 each, yes.
No, they're running RAID.
They're striped, actually.
Are they really?
Striped, yes.
I was making a joke, but then I wondered if they were striped or something somehow. What year is this from?
This was introduced in 1977. Our particular example is from 1979.
Okay. So cool. Just a little bit older than me.
Just a little bit.
But turns out our friend Sean here with this mighty computer is from Montgomery, Alabama himself. And it's a small world. So we're happy to have made a new connection today.
Yes.
I've got an Apple II GS. I do not have a 2C Plus, but I would love a 2C Plus. I do have a 2C, but it is in non-working condition because it was in a barnyard for like probably 2 or 3 decades. For sale. I would have to go sleep at the Montgomery Micros, the Link warehouse if I did that. And then I'd be served divorce papers. Not really, but...
It's only $600.
I have a 2E. I do not have a Duo disc, but I do have this monitor. I've never seen a 2 Plus. No, I do not have an Apple One. Not very many people have an Apple One, at least an original. A Barbie Apple 2E, that's kind of cute. Another 2C. On an episode of Magnum PI I was watching the other night, they had an Atari 400, but it had an aftermarket keyboard because nobody likes these. Yes, it had something that was more along the lines of an 800 style keyboard. I don't think I've ever seen any of these in person either. Although, thanks to Don, I do have a cassette recorder that goes to an Atari.
¿Has ido a los NHS o a Yo soy miembro, pero fue la semana pasada. Tenía
I love the neon. Now, I saw this last year. It was a, I forget which, let's see, what is it that it's, I forget what the guts of this is, but I don't remember if it was an SE or what, but it's a really cool setup. A Classic 2? Is it the guts of a Classic 2 in there? I've got a working Classic 2 at home, and of course I've got a Plus. I've got a couple of SEs, Color Classic. Taylor and Amy are here. I think they're the ones in a band with Sean from Action Retro, and I think they're going to perform later.
You said you got this from where?
I need one of these peripheral expansion boxes for my collection of TI-99 4As. My grandfather had one of these when I was little, and of course it's long gone, and now you can't just pick one of these up at your, local computer store anymore. But the PEB is the peripheral expansion box, and I would like one. There's a beige 99 for it. Mine are all black and silver. Mine look like this guy right here.
Yep, the silver one.
All the shirts are either small or like 5XL, so I can't get a shirt. And there's some really cool shirts that I'd love here, but I am going to get a copy of The Print Shop. It's not for the Apple II, it's for the IBM Tandy, which will work. And I'm going to get a sticker. Not only did I not get a ticket, did not get towed, so as I was hoping all this was legal, my car's still in the shade. Now it's time to go across the street to Cumberland Mall and get a little lunch. Ah yes, something I don't get to do every day in Montgomery, as I've said in other videos. Go to a mall that is actually thriving, or at least not a dead mall. But you know what? There's a bowling alley. There was no mall pizza here last year either. I don't know why it's so hard to find mall pizza these days. Birmingham, Atlanta, of course there's a lot of malls in Atlanta. So, is it upstairs? All right, Apple Store. Very cool. Oh, thank the Lord, there's a Sbarro. I know what I'm getting, and I'm getting some to go. Many of you know my quest for mall pizza normally goes unanswered, and now, finally, I have in my formerly nicotine-stained fingers a fork and a knife that will allow me to eat some delicious mall pizza. Any final thoughts on Vintage Computer Festival Southeast for 2025?
It was awesome.
It was awesome. I think we had more fun this year than we did last year.
I think so.
So, we met some cool people. I still want to make a weekend out of it, but we'll definitely be coming back next year. What do you think?
I think so. Good chance.
Now, let's eat our delicious mall pizza. And then you have to go to Birmingham, and I have to go back to Montgomery after I stop off in Auburn to see my niece and my nephews, and my sister and brother-in-law too. Thanks for watching. Our next thing will be getting into the Montgomery Micros / the Link warehouse and doing some projects. Everybody, enjoy your weekend. Okay, I promised that I would let my little nephews be in my YouTube video.
No, not Paw Patrol.
And so we'll have one more little bit of retro. I did set this up for them last summer.
No worries.
If I can remember how I set it up. Super Nintendo time, if it still works.
Yes.
Let me diagnose the problem here. Okay. I think we're going to play a little Mortal Kombat 2.
I want to play this.
Don't pull it out while it's on. Don't put it out with your boots, Ted.
What's that?
All right. Let's play some video games.